and welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam again, because you know what? We all need to be well aware, and we need to be getting help from Uncle Sam, because we have a lot of good people who really care about taking care of us and our food supply and other things. And we are very fortunate to have one of those people who does care about what we put in our body and what we grow and all of the things that matter, and that is Senator Jack Williams. And Jack, you are our senator from the Mobile area. You serve the whole state, though, and that's what's wonderful. So we are proud to have you, and I love the fact that we've been talking a lot about this is a year for health and farming and farmers, and you sit on the agriculture.
I sit on the Agriculture Committee. I'm the second chair.
Okay.
Been fortunate, been on that committee going on 12 years.
Wonderful. Well, you know how the sausage is made.
And really love it. You know, I'm a lifetime farmer myself, so I really do have an agricultural background and know where it comes from.
Well, you love it.
And know where our food comes from and know we need healthy foods.
We do need help. We were talking before about this broadband situation that now he's in the legislature, which is up and running now. And what's going on with broadband?
Well, to start out, we got $2.5 billion to start this during COVID to try to cover the state. We came back, we got another $14 billion in federal funding. Right now, we're up to 95% of our cities are full coverage. We're up to 78% of some of our smaller cities. But we still have these big gaps out in the country. Right. And our farmers need this broadband so bad. I mean, even our farm kids in the schools, I mean, they're going to special locations just to sit to be able to do homework and stuff the way it is today. A lot of them will go to a McDonald's if it's near enough, or a library or something where they can get connected. But we hope within the next year and a half or so, Beads is coming in with another big hit. We hope to connect, have it all, the whole state connected. That is our goal, and hopefully it'll come. But it's very important to our farmers for their markets and everything else, where they can check markets, their equipment. It's just so important in the rural area, as is our highways and everything else, to be able to get our products out.
Well, I bet that's one thing you're working on hard, if I know you.
And I've looked at where it's going, when it's going, and my farm is at the end of the line, I promise you. The power line quits where my farm is, and I am at the end of the line. They have already showed me. So
you're kind of last in line.
I'm going to be the last in line, even though we've done the work on it.
Okay, okay. So. Well, you've been a farmer basically all your life, right?
I started in the 10th grade farming on my own, actually, raising hogs and stuff. Hadn't it been for older farmers and a lot of help, I would have never made it, probably. But that's all I've ever done. I've been in every aspect of farming.
Well, I wanted to ask you, agriculture, and there's a lot of coverage. I mean, you're talking farmers, you're talking cattlemen, you're talking a myriad of things. It's not just growing vegetables or whatever on a farm. So what's happening in the cattlemen's industry?
Well, in the cattle business, our cattle numbers are the lowest since in the late 50s. We just don't have the cattle here anymore. So many farmers had went out, and because cattle prices was so cheap, we went through a lot of droughts that they couldn't survive from. The federal government, I received payment on one program for a drought that was almost 3 years old before we got the money. How do you survive if you waiting that long on your money? You're dependent on putting your money, land up to borrow money, or I mean, it's got to come from somewhere. Most people had to sell a lot of cattle out, and a lot of your older farmers are just retired. Now it has come back so lucrative that our numbers are so low. We're selling cattle for $2,200–$2,300 for a 500-pound steer. And it is really not too high. We think it is. Our slaughterhouses, of course, make a lot more money than the farmer does, but it's a lot of input in it. We were paying $1,000, $1,200 for nitrate a few years ago just to fertilize our pastures and stuff. I mean, the price of input went up so. With all our equipment. I mean, you got to go back to the early '80s when a combine cost you $120,000, $130,000. Today, it's $1.5 million to $2 million.
So, are the farmer, they fight Mother Nature, first of all. I mean, you're kind of at her.
Yeah.
And there's something about, we don't have a lot of farmers anymore. We don't have the second generation coming up that I see.
We have skipped a generation that doesn't really know what farming is about. We've lost 150,000 farms across the United States in the last 4 years.
Ooh.
We lost in 24, we lost 8% of our farmers just in the state of Alabama.
I heard something, and I want to ask if this is true. I heard that there were more suicides among farmers than among veterans. Is that true?
That is true. If you can imagine, and I can imagine it, because I'm a fourth generation farmer, don't get me wrong, but I built most of my own farm on my own, separate from the family. But if you can imagine a fourth, fifth, sixth generation farmer, that you're the one that, and we farmers call it farming away, that farm away because of the prices and all the stuff we go through. Mental aspect. I mean, something been in your family since the 1800s, the early 1800s to the early 1900s, and you're the family that lost it and everybody else was able to succeed. I mean, just the mental aspect
just
of it,
the
you
pride.
could see it,
Yep.
yes.
Pride.
Yes, and it's happening all the time. I mean, it's, like I said, people don't appreciate a farmer. The healthy food you get coming from a farmer, when you're buying it local, in-state, your beef, your vegetables, any of it, you know where it's coming from.
That's right.
And you know what you're putting in your body. And I can refer back to that. My great-granddad was 102. My granddad was right at 100. My dad liked a few months being 100. You know, they killed all their own beef. They killed all their own pork. They ate everything out of the garden. They ate the eggs out of it. Heard on TV all the time, all this fat and this homemade butter, everything was going to kill you and all. Well, it did. It eventually caught up with them. But look how old they was.
That's
you know,
right.
and the first thing they done was eat the fat meat out of the beans and drink the pot liquor.
Oh,
you know?
my goodness. Well, we're going to come back next week, and we're going to talk about why we have to support our farmers, what we can do to support our farmers, and about the whole new food pyramid and how healthy that is. And thank you so much. We love talking to somebody and having our audience hear from people who know what they're talking about. Been there, done it. So thank you.
We thank you for letting us do this. We love to spread the word about our farmers.
Thank you, sir. And we'll be right back.